There's a party going on around town. It's one rowdy cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. If there ever was a way to rate a man on a cowboy scale of 1 to 10, kinda like you would a woman or a chili pepper, a 1 ain't hot, but a 10 will stop your ticker. It'd be based on courage and attitude, and not the band on the hat or the bling on the boot, and less about the out and more about the within on this cowboy scale of 1 to 10. Now take the pretty boy over at the bar, for example. His resistol's huge and his BS is ample, but I got a feeling he's never stepped in none, and on a cowboy scale that puts him down around a 1. Now the guy in the ball cap, the t-shirt and dirty old jeans, got a dozen gold buckles that you'll probably never see, cause he really don't give a damn what you think he is on your cowboy scale of 1 to 10. Some ride bulls and some ride fences, some ride off into that sunset. Some drive cattle and some drive Chevys, but they all drive them ladies crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends Dale Brisbane and Mr. Cord Lund are here to give you a cowboy education. You ready, boys?
Yes, sir.
Tell them about it, old son.
Now the cowgirls, boys, they're the ones who know the real deal from old Ricky Rodeo. Cause let me tell you, fellas, till they see you ride, they'll never give you more than a 4. Maybe 5.
Now, not all cowboys hail from a Lone Star State, California, Alaska to Canada, eh? I even know a few hippies, long hair and tattoos, that sure are some tough mother buckaroos.
Some ride bulls and some ride fences, some ride off into that sunset. Some drive cattle and some drive Chevys, but they all drive them ladies crazy. We got one more cowboy on here that knows a thing or two about it. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Mr. Ned Ledoux. Come on, cowboy.
So if you ever took a big old dip at Copenhagen, started barroom brawls, or just participated, no, a quarter horse can't be started with a coin. You ain't quite there yet, boys, but you're getting warm.
Ladies and gentlemen, our brother, Mr. Red Steagall.
I've been around some, and I'd like to say, if you really want to know who's the real John Wayne, well, that's the folks who serve and protect this great land. And on the cowboy scale, that's a top drawer 10.
Let's go find the beer cooler, boys. What you
Yes,
say?
sir.
Ned, give me some of that Copenhagen, would you?
Here you go, Cody. Don't eat it all.
Well, we're here in Wyoming, 2021, and it's opening day, and we're here with John. John, what happened?
Jordan and I went up to the other spot because there were good bucks in the other place, and no one wanted us with them. So we went over to the crappie spot, and we saw this buck on Labor Day with Teddy, way over here up in this draw. And so Jordan and I came over this morning, see if we could spot him up, and a little later in the morning we looked over and 4 or 5 bucks came out. It was kind of a slow morning. And we looked closer and we saw this buck in there, and we knew him from Labor Day. So we're trying to figure out what to do just with the location he was in, how to make the right play. And we decided we'll just watch where he goes and see if he gets in a spot where we can get over there and make a play on him. And he went in this patch of pines. We figured he'd bed up for the day in there. So we hustled over because we knew either side he'd come out eventually. So we got within about 400 yards of where the patch of pines was, and we kind of set up so we both had different angles on him, on the deer. And we probably sat here an hour or two, and I looked up on top, kind of up in the cliff, so I didn't think they'd be up there, but 2 bucks came out, and so I hurried and ranged and got ready because I figured he might be with them. And lo and behold, he came out in the rocks, and I got set up, had a good dead rest, and I whiffed. And I wanted to cry. But those other 2 bucks didn't spook off. And so I thought maybe he's not that worked up. Maybe he'll just feed right out again. And about 5 minutes later, on top of the cliff, I could see him. And so I made sure I took a little better aim this time, and I shot. Next thing I know, he's tumbling down these cliffs. Luckily, he's still pretty intact. He might have one little chip, but that's not too bad. But I drilled him perfect right where I was aiming, right there. Yep. Front shoulder, right behind the front shoulder. Have to give a big shout out to Jordan. He came over with me. We were both wanted this buck pretty bad. I just got lucky. He came out of my angle.
Oh, I'm glad one of us got him, Bowen.
But Jordan's the man. He always finds the bucks. He spotted them all morning. I kind of was thinking I was worthless, and finally we spotted these. So
you spotted this one.
I felt like I contributed a little bit. This guy's huge. His body, he's like a spike elk.
Yeah.
It's opening day. It's awesome. Now I can get to be horse tending the rest of the trip.
You got a bear tag still, Bowen.
I got a bear tag. I don't know how much. I got bucked off twice this morning on the horses, so I guess maybe I deserve this buck for getting bucked off.
Yeah, I'll ride that horse later. But he's cool. He's got velvet hanging still, and I think he probably stripped yesterday. He's still got blood, kind of some bloody spots on his antlers, and that's a stud, John.
Yeah, hopefully those other guys turn one up. There was some shooting.
Jace missed one this morning, but I don't know if it was this big. This buck's awesome, so we're going to get him caped out and back down this hill. Well, mountain, cliff.
Yeah, we got a ways to go. We're way over here.
Yeah, and the horses are, I don't know, would you say probably 1.5 miles away? Yeah. All right, congrats, Bowen. That's a stud.
Thanks, man.
Back to you.
First cool snap of fall in the air. We've been waiting on it all damn year. Drag out a Carhartt and a chair. Let's build a fire. Shoulder pads cracking on a high school field. Opening days on our heels. God, I love how Friday night feels. Let's build a fire. Let's build a fire. Let's crank it on up. Pour a little diesel in my cup. Finna toss it on. Y'all better back up. Let's build a fire. You can't burn it down in the neighborhood, but it's all good back in the backwoods. Let the good time just transpire. Let's build a fire. finna toss it on, y'all better back up, let's build a fire. You can't burn it down in the neighborhood, but it's all good back in the backwoods. Let the good time just transpire, let's build a fire. Oh, here we go! Let's build a fire, let's light it on up. Pour a little diesel in a Sonic cup. I'm finna toss it on, y'all better back up. You can't burn it down in the neighborhood, but it's all good back in the backwoods. Let the good times just transpire, let's build a fire. Oh, burn it down, boys! My truck's where my money goes. Got buck blood on my Sunday clothes and directions to a honey hole that I'll never tell. And I know it's redneck of me, letting moonshine get the best of me, but I'm unapologetically country as hell. People say I'm podunk, but I don't really care. My grandpa's mama lived right over there. I spoon scale my perch, dirt stays on my shirt. And if you can't dip in church, you can't dip anywhere. No, you can't. And my truck's where my money goes. Got buck blood on my Sunday clothes and directions to a honey hole that I'll never tell. And I know it's redneck of me, letting moonshine get the best of me, but I'm unapologetically country as hell. I got a fridge full of beer, a freezer full of good aim. If there's tire marks at the Walmart, my Chevrolet's to blame. My chicken's more fried, my dogs live outside. Ever since George Jones died, country ain't been the same. And my truck's where my money goes.
September 16th, 2021, second day of the Wyoming rifle hunt. Take it away, Jordan.
Well, this morning kind of started off as a shit show, to be quite honest with you. My horse, Biscuit, wouldn't walk up the trail, scared of the dark, wouldn't want to leave the other horses. And honestly, I was debating on just staying at home back at camp while these guys went hunting, but I'm glad I didn't. We got up here a little late, and as we were riding up the trail right here, as we tie up the horses, right back up there in the pines, and as we came around some of these pines, John spotted some does, and we looked at them, kept going while we got around this one pine tree, and I saw a deer standing by itself, and I could just tell it was a buck. And I gave a quick look with my binos, saw that it was wide and heavy, and so I jumped off the horse, and John held the horses, and I went and got set up, and Gabe came over too, but Gabe wasn't as quick on the trigger as I was this morning. I hit him a little far back in the back, and then gave him one more in the neck to seal the deal, but he's 29 inches wide, and honestly, for not knowing exactly what he was, he's a great buck. I'm happy with him. I mean, second day here in Wyoming, and Yeah, we're having a good time. Bowen shot a great buck yesterday, and we did a miserable walk of shame. And today, I get to do the walk of shame again. So,
Pick his head up and twist him a little bit.
He's got huge fronts. As you can see, he's a little weak in the backs, but big fronts.
We walked up and saw the fronts, didn't see the back forks, and wondered if he shot a big 2-point, but it grew.
All I could see was this fork at first because he was kind of rolled on over in his back, and I thought, are you kidding me? I just shot a big 2-point, and then I could see his forks, and I was pretty happy. He's a great buck. He's one of my better bucks. I think he'll go mid 170s. But I mean, public land, Wyoming, you don't get much better than this. I mean, it's a great buck, and we're up here having a good time with everybody, and it's constant laughs. So now me and Bowen got to fill a bear tag or two and help these other guys get some bucks. We got how many more tags to fill?
Four more deer tags.
4 more deer tags to fill. So buck a day.
Blood on my Sunday clothes and directions to a honey hole that I'll never tell. And I know it's redneck of me, letting moonshine get the best of me, but I'm unapologetically country as hell. Shit if you don't give a damn, 'cause my truck's where my money goes. Got buck blood on my Sunday clothes and directions to a honey hole that I'll never tell. And I know it's redneck of me, letting moonshine get the best of me, but I'm unapologetically country as hell. You can blame it on my pedigree, but I can't help my heredity. I'm unapologetically country as hell. Oh, country as hell, yeah. Country as hell.
Well, we're here in Wyoming. I cannot disclose the location, but been blessed to come on a deer hunt with my brother Todd and Gabe and a bunch of buddies, John Bowen and Jordan, one of Aaron's friends, Devin. And snowed last night. Started coming down really hard. I had walked all the way to the top of the mountain pretty much, and I was exhausted. Got back and was soaking wet. Got up this morning and there was another at least 4 to 8 inches of snow up top, and a lot of it's settled now. But right off the bat, we get to our glassing spot, and Todd and Bowen spot these bucks just feeding out through the hillside, and there was 2 good bucks, this being one of them. And we decided to get a plan together. Todd did, and luckily he did, because we get down the ridge, we wait for about 40 minutes, and we don't really see anything. That kind of moved behind the trees. Bowen could still see them a little bit, and they just started kind of feeding through the trees. And Todd said, well, let me go over here to this other spot and see if I can get a better vantage point. So he did, and the bucks still weren't out, but it was a better spot, so he waved me over, and I went over by where he was at. I dug a spot out where it was just over the ridge, so I kind of dug a spot out where I could lay down and get a really good shot when they came out. I actually thought they were going to come out higher by about 100 yards, and all of a sudden, Todd says, there it is. It's coming up the hill, and it came right around the corner by this green patch that I videotaped earlier or took a picture of on my camera. And it wasn't more than a couple seconds, and I got it down on it, right on it with Todd's 28 Nosler with his Sweet Optics scope, Leopold Varex 5, and it's a turret gun, so it has the yardage and all that. We marked him out. He was really only at about 420 yards, and my dial was for 410 or 510, so I was worried I missed. I shot, I pulled the trigger, and I hit him right behind the shoulder, chest high, and it came out his brisket, and he turned, went right down the hill, probably about 60 yards. We didn't see how far he actually went, but he went 60 yards, went under a tree, and he died right there. And just an unbelievable hunt, unbelievable event. I mean, this thing is unreal. Super symmetrical, deep, heavy forks, heavy buck. I mean, that's awesome. I can't thank Todd enough for bringing me on this hunt. So grateful. I'm so grateful to be here and be able to have him guide me on this hunt and take me to shoot this thing. I'm just grateful for my family and for my brothers, and for Jordan and everybody else that came on this hunt, and Gabe. Relentless guides. And I'm just grateful. What a great day. Got one more day to hunt too. We got to get Teddy another buck, because he's helped everybody else get one, for me for sure. After I missed 2 really nice bucks. I probably missed this one. So anyway, I'm just grateful that I was able to do that. That's about it. That's the end of the story.
All right, back to the hunt video.
You can tell your old man you'll do some largemouth fish in another town. You just got too much on your plate to bait and cast a line. You can always put a rain check in his hand till you can't. You can keep putting off forever with that girl whose heart you hold, swearing that you'll last someday further down the road. You can always put a diamond on her hand till you can't. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can. There's a box of greasy parts sitting in the trunk of that 65, still waiting on you and your granddad to bring it back to life. You can always get around to fixing up that Pontiac till you can't. If you got a chance, take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can. So take that phone call from your mama,
where is he?
just talk away, 'cause you'll never know how bad you wanna,
No,
till you can't someday. Don't wait on tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow may not show. Say your sorries, your I love yous, 'cause man, you never know.
If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. 'Cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, till you can. Yeah, if you got a chance.
Alright, we got our 2021. We got our 2021 general season bucks.
Utah.
In Utah. We are up in Nuckwater.
Cut. Alright, here is take 2, because take 1 was absolutely butchered by Jimmy. So here we go.
Alright, this is our 2021 Utah bucks. And we got 2 3x3s. And they were laying 5 feet apart. I've never seen anything like it. I shot this one for one shot, dropped it in the exact same spot. And then his brother over here came over, started looking at it, and just was staring. And Canyon started throwing shots at it.
Yeah, I hit it right here in the neck. Dropped him.
We came down off the ridge. We had spotted them, and came down off the ridge to get a shot so we could get a little closer. We were about 600 yards away from the top of the ridge. And then we worked our way down off the ridge and got to about 430. I first ranged it at about 500 and 520, 510. And so I told these guys to aim over their backs a little ways. And Jackson put his really right over his back, which was great because they were really only 431. Jackson slammed his and dropped it instantly, never moved. And the other buck came up the hill and stood right here over this log we're sitting on, and he ended up shooting once at him and missed, and then I rearranged it, and I said it was 430. I go, hey, put it right on his back, and slammed him, put him right in the neck, and it's over. Oh, that's awesome. Completely awesome.
You guys have any sponsors you want to thank?
Relentless Guides, Family Tines, Moyal
Doss and Brothers,
the Lee Brothers, Sisters of Mercy.
Just a great hunt for a couple young little 3 points. Got to get them out of the gene pool. These suckers don't need to be reproducing because they're not putting out the big bucks. So I'd like to thank Leopold and Weatherby 270. And what were you shooting? 300 Win Mag.
Browning.
Gosh, what a great day. It's just beautiful out. Sun's out, guns out, baby. And just absolutely awesome. Got to take them about 100 yards up this hill, and that's the hill we just shot from.
Oh boy.
And just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you can't imagine being able to put 2 big bucks down 5 yards from each other. And these 2 boys done it. It was awesome.
And they stopped laughing long enough this morning to actually see something. So it actually worked out good.
It's a great hunt.
All right. Well, we got to begin the work now, which is going to be terrible. We got to go straight up this, and this doesn't look that steep, but I'm standing 3 feet from these guys, and I'm down about 3 feet, so it's a 1-to-1 slope. Terrible. All right. We'll talk to you later.
You got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can, until you can. Till you can. Yeah. The only poison I've had is IV. The only man I've my fear is gone. No snakes can make me run now, 'cause I've been bit by a moth. No bug can stare me down, no neighbor can shut me up. I'm off the grid and I'm off my rocker, I'm off in the holler sun. We them holler boys, holler if you needed something done, holler if you need a chip on the shoulder and a hand with a loaded gun. We'll be out that screen door, no shirt on, leaving two black marks down a one-way road. Yeah, we them holler. The only fight I've ever been in was taking up for somebody else. The only time I got my jaw jacked is never, but damn sure not quite yet. The times I miss the most are the times nobody knows. When it was me, my cousin, and a couple of my buddies racing down old Sam's Krieger Road. We them holler boys, holler if you needed something done, holler if you need a chip on the shoulder and a hand with a loaded gun. We'll be out that screen door, no shirt on, leaving two black marks down a one-way road. Yeah, we them holler boy, native to the holler soul, washed in the spring of a farmer's joy. We them holler boys, holler if you're needing something done, holler if you need a chip on a shoulder or a hand with a loaded gun. We them holler boys, holler if you needed something done, holler if you need a chip on a shoulder and a hand with a loaded gun. We'll be out that screen door, no shirt on, leaving two black marks down a one-way road. Yeah, we them holler boys. If it's cleaned up, shined up, pedal down on Main, you can bet he's picking up some pretty country thing. If it's covered up in red mud with a worn out worn winch, there's a good chance that that man is a pretty damn good friend. If there's horns in the back, there's a gun in the front. If there's dents on the side, he ain't scared of nothing. And if the 12 pack's in the passenger seat, well, he probably worked his ass off all week. Yeah, somewhere way out there in any given town, there's a red, white, and blue collar driving his around, turning heads and burning tread and stirring up dust clouds like a shine hauling outlaw. Yeah, I'm talking about his truck, his dash, the county on his tag, the songs on his radio, stickers on his glass. From 4 buys to 2 buys, it's true, you can't judge a book by its cover, but you can judge a country boy by his truck. If there's a silver cross hanging off his dusty old rear view, it's safe to say he's found amazing grace a time or two. If there's numbers on the back, 92 to 2012, bet this story's about his best friend that he can barely tell, 'cause he misses him like hell. Somewhere way out there in any given town, there's a red, white, and blue collar driving his around, turning heads and burning tread
All right, so it's 2021 opening day in Nebraska, and we got a bunch of new whitetail hunters out here with us. It started off a pretty good morning. We've got 3 bucks down. Could have shot a bunch of other does. Jason, his first whitetail hunt, he shot a buck. Colton's first whitetail hunt, he shot a buck. And now Butch, his first hunt, and he shot this stud. This buck we've had on trail camera. I supply the cameras, Aaron supplies the corn, is the deal we've got worked out.
And the foot power.
The foot power to set it all up. But we've been, how long have we been seeing this buck?
Since August.
Since August we've had this buck on camera, and it was one we knew we wanted to kill, but there was some guys up here on the hill that were about ready to shoot it while Aaron was down helping get these other bucks out. And Butch saw it, and I said, Butch, it's a good buck, and I said, those guys are about to shoot it, so you better hurry. And he slammed it, man. He shot it, and it didn't, I don't think it went down at first, and then he hit it again, then it went down, and I thought it was over, man. And Butch even starting to put his gun up, and all of a sudden the deer gets up, and it's about to go into the river. So he shoots it again, and now we're here. So it's been a fun hunt, and it's always a good time. It seriously is like shooting. I mean, that's a stud. It's an 11 point. It's not broke up. They don't get much better than that for public land, do it yourself, whitetail, Nebraska. It's a lot of fun. We still got a bunch of does and a few more bucks to kill, so we'll see what happens.
There's what, 5 more?
Yeah, 5 more.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna shoot some more. But it's starting to rain and we got a lot of work to do, so back to you guys at home.
My girl is banging, she's solo maintenance. Don't need no champagne, poppin' entertainment. Take her to Wendy's, can't keep her off me. She wanna dip me like them fries in a Frosty. But every now and then when I get paid, I gotta spoil my baby with an upgrade. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo.
The 2021 Nebraska whitetail shoot 'em in a barrel hunt, and I'm telling you what an experience. We were sitting over on a hill about 300 yards that way, and just glassing up deer. Saw a doe, a couple does right at the bottom, and ended up seeing a buck right off the bat. And Joe and me and Canyon shot at it, and we thought we hit it. It got nicked, but it took off and went across the river. We didn't get that one, and so Joe starts. These guys all shoot this other buck with Dunn, and on the way down there, so they're going down to go get it, and Joe goes down to get that buck and help go get that one, and so I stay up on the hill by myself, and we messed up these guys' hunt right up above us pretty good because they're pissed off. They shot at this buck, they shot at this one, and he was running down through the trees. Jackson calls me on the phone and says, hey, there's a buck coming, it's gonna come out right by where the other one was, and sure enough it did, and I saw it kind of moving through the trees, and all of a sudden he came out in the open. He was 350 yards, and I punched his ticket right here, and he dropped like a ton of bricks. The guys that we pissed off actually hit him right here in the bottom of the jaw, but that's not a kill shot. And I gave him the business. I can't even tell you how awesome this is. He's a 9 point. He's got this little cheater right here. He's got a broke off horn. He's a good looking buck. And for a whitetail, my first whitetail hunt ever, I'll tell you what, this is quite the experience. So can't thank you guys enough.
want to thank Aaron for bringing us all out. What an awesome job. Holy cow. We got some awesome bucks here. And want to thank Relentless Guides for the gear. Shooting my Leopold scope and my 7 mag, buckled this thing. Everybody kept saying these deer are Terminator bucks. This thing didn't go anywhere. Dropped right in his tracks. So back at you guys. Awesome hunt.
Shake and some whipped cream on the top two. 2 straws, 1 check, girl, I got you. Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. Squeak squeaking in the truck bed all the way home. Some Alabama jammer, she my Dixieland delight. That's how we do, fancy like ooh. Fancy like ooh. Fancy like ooh. Fancy like ooh. Don't need no Tesla to impress her. My girl is happy, rolling on a Vespa. Don't need no mansion to get romancing. She's super fine, double wide, slow dancing. But every now and then when I get...
Well, started out, we got here early this morning. We seen him come around the cedar trees just over here a bit. And I shot him, and I missed the first shot right over his back. Shot, hit him again, right in the leg. That was the first time I hit him. We knew we hit him, and we thought he went into the trees and died, and Jordan was just on the other hillside. And he came over and said that it was there. So I ran over to Jordan to get a better shot angle, and ended up shooting him a little over 400 yards away and buckled him. He ended up dying just not far from here.
Nice, that's what I'm talking about, Dylan.
It's good to have good friends come out here, bring me and his family to come and hunt with all of them. It's a good time.
Do a little bit of river crossing.
Do a little bit of river crossing. It's a special kind of hunting, for sure.
Any sponsors?
Yeah, Relentless Guides.
All right, shake it.
I gotta spoil my baby with an upgrade. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake and some whipped cream on the top two. 2 straws, 1 check, girl, I got you. Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. Squeak squeaking in the truck bed all the way home. Some Alabama jammer, she my Dixieland delight. That's how we do. Fancy like my new clean blue jeans without the holes in them. Country kisses on my lips without the skull in them. Yeah, she probably gonna be keeping some Victoria's Secrets. Maybe a little Maybelline, but she don't need it. In the kitchen light radio slows down. Box wine, then her updo goes down. Hey, yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake and some whipped cream on the top two. 2 straws, 1 check, girl, I got you. Bougie like Natty in the styrofoam. Squeaking in the truck bed all the way home. Some Alabama jammer, she my Dixieland delight. That's how we do, fancy like. Gang of kids on our pedal bikes in a dusty town we'd arrive to the general store for Popeye cigarettes. Class of 99, yeah, we lived, laughed, loved, and cried. Took for granted that those days would never end. Living like that yearbook picture would.
Gary, what happened this morning? Tell us a little bit about it.
Last day over there. We get up there. We saw a spike walk out. 300 yards. And I was sitting there thinking, might shoot it, might not.
It's a good meat buck for James.
And so I'm like, no, I'm not going to shoot it. We're sitting here. It's, what time is it? Like 9:30? 10? We're just sitting here, glassing, looking around. We haven't seen much. Out of nowhere, coming through these trees, this big 8-point comes out. I'm like, a big buck. Starts walking out. Aaron gets set up. He gets set up. right on it, you shoot at it, just sit behind these trees and listen. Oh, it's moving around again.
Some standing right beside me, might never see again. The trouble is, you think you have time, you think tomorrow's always coming down the line. Then one day, you wake up and you find the trouble is, you thought you had time. Tie and a fancy job, big old house, 2-car garage. He works hard for his wife and his son. An empty seat at T-ball games, it's just a sacrifice he'll make. He'll make it up. Next weekend comes along. Years go by and that day comes too soon. That boy goes off to college. You stand in his empty room.
Silent case. Oh my gosh.
It's not broke.
It
It
just
just goes out forward weird, dude.
dude.
The eye guards on that thing.
Alright. Hey,
Dude.
give us that one good smile. Hang on.
Hey, we're here on the 2021 whitetail hunt out here in Nebraska. Today, what's today, Tuesday?
Yeah, something.
Tuesday. We came out this morning, just me, Ern, and Shaver. Woke up about 5:30ish in the wall tent, and we drove out here, got set up on the hill this morning. Saw a little spike that was walking down here early this morning. Was thinking about shooting it because we haven't seen much in the past 2 days, and we're just sitting up there eating some Pop-Tarts and blasting. I looked up in the tree line and I see this thing come out. I'm like, big buck, big buck. So all of us get set up on it, and Ern thought it was the big 8-point that he'd seen in the summer, and that's what we all thought. And so Ern took a shot. We're not sure if he hit it or not, and then we all just started shooting. All these trees right here, and we couldn't see it for a couple minutes, and we're thinking it's either hit or just laying there. We weren't sure what was happening. And then out of nowhere, guys from across the ridge start walking up, and they're sitting here talking to us. Me and Ern are like, what are these guys doing? The guy gets his gun out, and it's like, where's the buck? Where's the buck? And he starts like aiming it down over on this hill, and we're like, what the heck's happening? And so I'm still just sitting there watching the spot, and I see this thing just come out. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying one thing, I'm just gonna shoot. It comes out, it's quartering this way to us, and I'm like, boom, just drops. The guy gets up and leaves. And so,
Scared us.
And so we were all hyped up that we shot it, and that's pretty much what went down. We had to come down here across the river. It's my first time on that side, so it was pretty fun. I want to thank Ern just for letting me come out here. He's the reason all of us are out here, so thank Ern. But that's what happened today.
Any other sponsors?
Relentless Guides. Also.
Always getting it done. Alright, we'll get this thing all packed out. Back to you.
Trouble is, you think you have time. You think tomorrow's always coming down the line. And then one day, you wake up and you find the trouble is you thought you had time. Shotgun shells and a tackle box on the floorboard of a truck. Morning sun, burning fog off a lake. A teenage girl with her granddad, he takes her fishing, but he feels bad 'cause she can't take her eyes off that old Facebook page. But someday soon, who knows how long, she'll look up from that phone and he'll be gone. The trouble is, you think you have time, you think tomorrow's always coming down the line, and then one day you wake up and you find the trouble is you thought you had time. The trouble is you think you have time.
People don't realize time vanishes in an instant. One day you're young, and then you wake up and it's just memories.
You would have never learned the words to Amazing Grace. Never felt the chill of a pew when you lost faith. Well, blood, sweat, and tears wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't strike out a couple 100 times. If you never hit rock bottom, never cussed the sky, you would have never known to ask the good Lord why. Ever changed your life. If you never had hard days, if you never had a heartbreak, never had more than you can take, or carried away a life on your shoulders, would you feel like you earned it? Would you live with a purpose, or ever known your own strength? If you never had hard days, you wouldn't know what it's like to dance in the rain. Never see the silver lining when the skies go gray. You wouldn't know a dream come true from the few that don't. You'd never find your way on a broken road. If you never had hard days, if you never had a heartbreak, never had more than you could take, carried away with life on your shoulders, would you feel like you earned it? Would you live with a purpose, or ever known your own strength? If you never had the downs and scuffs, scars and ruts, and all you put behind you, when the winds of ups rise above, right there to remind you. If you never had hard days, if you never had a heartbreak, never had more than you can take, and carried away a life on your shoulders, would it feel like you had it? Would you live with a purpose, or ever known your own strength? If you never had all day, yeah. I the only one here tonight? Shaking my head and thinking something ain't right. Is it just me? Am I losing my mind? Am I standing on the edge of the end of time? Am I the only one? Tell me I'm not. Who thinks of taking all the good we got and turning it bad? Hell, I'll be damned. I think I'm turning into my old man. Am I the only one willing to bleed or take a bullet for being free? Screaming, what the hell am I TV for telling me? Yeah, you're telling me that I'm the only one willing to fight for my love of the red and white and the blue. Burning on the ground, another statue coming down in a town near you. Watching the threads of old glory come undone. Am I the only one not brainwashed, making my way through the land of the lost, who sees it as it is and worries about his kids as they try to undo all the things he did? Am I the only one?
Various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not gonna get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Somebody gotta do it. Hey, let's go, Brandon. I keep a drum like I'm Nick Cannon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Pandemic ain't real, they just planted. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. When you ask questions, they start banning. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. I keep a drum like I'm Nick Cannon. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Pandemic ain't real, they just planted. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. You ask questions, they start banning. Hey, hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, let's go, Brandon. Hey, hey. Biden said to just stop the spread, it was lies. How you roll, but you haven't opened your eyes. These politicians are demons just in disguise. Look at Kyrie Irving and Nicki Minaj. Look at Australia, that's what's coming next if we don't stand up. Stop complying with them taking our rights, it's time to man up. Republicans voting for red back laws, that's just what I can't trust. If you ask what's about the facts, then they gonna ban us. Hey, this is about control, everybody knows, everyone complies with the kinds of pros.
You can tell your old man you'll do some largemouth fish in another town. You just got too much on your plate to bait and cast a line. You can always put a rain check in his hand till you can't. You can keep putting off forever with that girl whose heart you hold, swearing that you'll last someday further down the road. You can always put a diamond on her hand till you can't. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it, 'cause a dream won't chase you back. If you're gonna love somebody, hold them as long and as strong and as close as you can till you can.